Good evening, dear children. Today we are going to learn a new topic, modal verbs. What are modal verbs? Modal verbs are special verbs. They are also called auxiliary verbs. What are they called? They are called auxiliary verbs, and these talk about actions expressing necessity, possibility, ability, compulsion, etc. And here in this chapter, we are going to learn, in this topic, we are going to learn three main modal verbs: should, ought, must. Right? Should, ought, and must. These three are used to talk about actions which are done as a necessity or as a duty. Right? Should is used to describe actions that are desirable or sensible. Here when I say desirable, that we desire or we want them to do, and actions that are sensible or that make sense. Then look at the example. You should do more exercise. Right? Yalen should try to focus more on her writing skills. Here we can say that this action is a action that is both desirable and sensible, which is in the goodwill of Yalen. Coming to ought, ought is used to talk about actions which must be done as a duty. These actions, it speaks about the actions that must be done as a duty. Look at the example. You ought to tell the truth. This is our duty to tell the truth. So here we are using ought. 3 minutes ought to be long enough. 3 minutes time ought to be long enough. Coming to must. Must is used for actions that are compulsory or necessary. Actions that are compulsory or necessary. Right? You must do as your parents say. Here see, it is compulsory to do what our parents say. It is a necessity or a compulsion on us because they are elder to us and they always think of betterment of us. Right? Ayushi must have answered to her call. Here again we have used must. Now two very important points you need to note down whenever you are using should, must and ought. That number one, that always in ought we use the infinitive to. We use the infinitive to after ought. Just look at the example again. Come back to the example. You ought to tell the truth. So after ought we have used the infinitive to. Also remember that we can use these infinitives should, ought and must in there for negative expressions also. When we are using them for negative expressions, we will use the contractions, the negative contractions of these, that is shouldn't, couldn't and ought not. Right? We are going to use couldn't, shouldn't, and with ought also we can use negative contraction. We can use not. With the ought also we can use not, but that we are using it very rarely. We avoid using not with ought. With should and must we occasionally use negative contractions. Look at the example. I couldn't cross the road, so I sit here. Here negative contraction of couldn't we have used. Same way we can use the negative contraction of shouldn't, like we shouldn't hit our younger ones. We shouldn't fight with our peer group. This way we can use negative contractions also. And ought, whenever we are using ought, there needs to be an infinitive following it. Right?